Hey guys, this is Poverty. I'm sorry for the grumbly voice. I have been sick. The game I'm playing right now is called Ryzom, and it's came out in 2004. Decent game. You can see there's plants up there. This world is supposed to be one gigantic living tree, so those are like branches, but they don't touch the ground. So anyways, it's an interesting effect. There's like, in this game, there's 6 different factions. Each one is different and unique. And you've got 4 basic stats: hit point, sap, which is energy for spellcasting; stamina, which is energy for fighting; focus is energy for crafting; and foraging. So yeah, you got like life and 4 energy, or 3 energy types, and it's all right. But each of the things you have, fighting, magic, crafting, and harvesting, is each one has their own skill tree, and you can skill them up separately. So like I've got armor crafting up to level 30, but like range weapon is 21. The first tier is 20. So magic, all of them I've already gotten up. So like you got defense magic and offensive and defensive magic, and it really breaks down a lot of things into a lot of pieces. Melee, range, and the reason I started this, looking around, making sure I'm safe. I'm not supposed to craft out in the field because monsters come along and attack you while you're crafting. So let's pull up the crafting tools. And I do like crafting, but this is a bit over the top. As you level, you get skill points, and those skill points you buy different things. Like I didn't have any of this to start with, so I had to go out and pick. I think I've got all the light armor now. Like boots, like gloves, pants, sleeves. Vest is chest armor, basically. You pick one, and then everything drops. So you've got your quality, you've got your quantity, and then they've got a million specs apiece. And if you use it on the clothing position, it does something different. You can see it's adding up all the stats together. Linen, obviously different groups of things. You know, it's just pick something. You just got to figure out what are you going for. You want the piece of armor to be strong? Do you want it to be light, which means that you've got more space for items in the bag? Do you want speed? Does it not slow you down? And then range, does it help you get extra range when swinging? So there's all those things. I'm kind of I like the fast. Let's do the fast. So all these come from different things. Some is from foraging, some is from trees, some are from creatures, and some is just from digging. So there's, let me pick something quick. Yeah, let's go with that. So it takes time, your little thing moves across, and bam, there you go. Take it off. So the crafting and the items are complex, to say the least. It's on the level of Eve when it comes to a learning curve. What did I just create? Fuck if I remember. Chest armor? Nope. This is one of the nice things. You can click on it and see what you just... oh, that's something I was given. Was it pants? Yeah, it was pants. So you right click and the stats come up. Yeah, she's typical female character, skimpily clad. You get the idea. So I just created a pair of pants with 10% protection, and then this helps you with your slash, your smash, and your pierce. So when enemies are attacking you, that's that. But what do I wear right now? What I wear is 17, 22, 22, 22. So what I got on is better, and it just stays in my inventory. So there it goes. This is probably better, without a doubt. 15.8. This is something I made. 667. And let's go back and check that out, shall we? And information. 17, 27, 27, 27. So they keep giving you stuff that's better than what you can make. Rather frustrating. I just bought this stuff off the market because you don't get items from drops. You don't get gold from drops. What you do get is resources. And you can go in and you can sell them. Okay, so this one's a level 22. I don't know what that is. This one's a level 22. So let's do some fighting, shall we? So here's the fighting. So you can actually have 2 weapons. Rather cool. And it loads up your next attack right there. You gotta wait for magic to complete. Otherwise, if you don't, it will interrupt you. You'll interrupt the cast to attack. What did I just get? Melee fighting is 33. And there you go. So when you fight, I did melee damage. So I got XP for that, and I shot him twice with magic. So it's offensive magic. And then you pick up junk from them. That junk is what we use to craft with. Or you just go back into town and sell. So that's kind of... So you got to see the fighting, you got to see the crafting. Now let's do the harvesting thing. Your skills can be created. Every last one. What skill do you want? There's extracting, and then there's prospecting. So looking and digging, basically. And then from here, come on, we add stuff to it. And each one costs energy, and then once you find what you want, you have to counterbalance it so that this, you counterbalance it with the green. Is that it? So right now, I have to go and buy skills to add more compensation, or I have to decide, well, I don't need this, it's a nicety, I'm throwing everything on. So 35. So only find material. Let's get rid of that. So you can craft your own skills to be exactly what you need, and it's a pain in the ass. If you like to micromanage, if you like the itty gritty nitty details, that's great. That's what this game is for. So this is prospecting. I did. Not going to get into too much detail, but it's a pain in the ass. And I did not find anything. If I did, it would appear right at my feet. See if I can find. The material is actually at a very specific location, so you need to go to a location to pick it up. So I will do that now. 1 second. While I go to this location, let me talk about quests. There are questing system, which is very nice. It's not World of Warcraft. Like if you need to find something on a mission, it's not called questing, it's missioning. But you can actually have it point. So right now, that white arrow is pointing to the north, and when you choose something, it will actually turn like a pink purple, and it'll point out where you need to go. So you can choose north. You can like click on something and say, hey, this is my target. Let me find something. That'll work. So let's turn. You can see the white pointer. Choose your target. It turns to blue and points to where your target is. Here's a little more of the crafting or the questing system. So there's going to be a quest station, and then there's going to be someone that sells you skills. So one for each. So you've got the where is it? Fighting, magic, crafting, and harvesting. So there's one apiece, and then there's other people that sell stuff and equipment and all that good stuff. I just finished the very last one, and try to take another profession. I got the crafting done. Anticlimactic. And this is where I can gather some resources, and let's find it. And as you get better, the quality can get better. Like, you'll see it here in a second. There you go. And there's like 1,000,001 items you can dig up. This one is a basic something bark. Right now it's quality 7, but as you can see, it goes up. Once it does, it's at 0.5. It brought it up to 15, and this is your counter counting down. So there's all sorts of stats and all sorts of points. Like, if you damage the health of the resource, it's going to put out poison. So you have to suffer through poison. So I just picked up basic bark quality 20. I assume it's 20 out of 100. A lot of these creatures, you can't tell if they're coming after you or not. There's no way to determine. They'll run up to you and stop. And if they're hostile, they'll attack. But otherwise, they run up to you and just stand next to you. It's rather annoying. But I've completed the crafting quest. There was not a way to get off the starter island. I've probably put in about 50 hours. Sorry, choking here. The environment is actually rather nice. It rains and the clouds show up, and it was snowing earlier, but it never left snow on the ground. I guess this is not a snowy enough biome, but there is snow for the holidays, which would probably be very weird in the southern hemisphere. But they got all sorts of things. So you got sword and shield and advanced technologies and weird looking creatures and like, look at them. Okay. But they don't have a face, so they wear a face. Yeah, those are just helmets. But anyways, there's a species that has no face and they just wear a mask, so they're not that creepy. Still rather creepy. I was going to show off the creepy face here. So there's 4 races. This one is, everyone seems to love the Wolverine look. Normal, pedophile bait, and the creepy mask guy. So I don't think they actually have a face. So I'm trying to get off the starter island. After 50 hours of gameplay, I'm ready to leave this place. Haven't finished the quest. There's only quests on the starter island. Once you leave, there is no quests. It's just whatever you want to do is whatever you do. So for some people, that's no fun. They want a story. But the story is actually you just go out and talk to people and stuff. So a lot of detail in the game. I do like it. The sound is horrible. I've turned it off because I got sick of listening to wind whistling. It was just obnoxious. So I don't know about any other sounds, but so far sound is pathetic. It's best turned off and turn something else on. I didn't talk about when you die. You basically have some experience penalty. You just have to either harvest or craft or fight until you get enough experience, and it's rather easy. For me, I just have to go to the upper fighting area. There's no physical penalties, there's no gear penalties, you don't hit softer, none of that stuff. So you just have to spend a few battles and you get back to gaining experience. So there's really not much of a penalty, which is nice. And one thing about the market, there isn't a WoW style market at all. There is, you basically sell to other players, and if they go to a merchant. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate the market. So you click on the guy, and then you have to double click. Otherwise, you have to like 2 double clicks, so 4 clicks to open it up. Rather frustrating. But either way, this is just randomly picking an item right now. So you can choose the quantity. This is the price it will sell at. This is the max if you're good with these people. Unit price resell. This is if you sell it to other people. So you get to see it. So down here, sell to other people. And before you sell it, you can decide whether you want to sell it or not. This is the blade. This is the point. So they both have the... Oh, no, they have a different stat. So it shows you the stats to make sure you want to sell it. So sell to other players. Done. Let's see. And down here it says, tells you how much. So if someone buys it, you'll just log in and it'll show you that you've got more money from sales. And these are all the things I've put up for sale. Interesting. Why was that one glowing? I don't know. So you can actually just not available, destroy. You can take it back when you want to. I don't know if you can treat this like a storage unit. There is no storage in this game. But that's it. When you go to the market, you put up your item for sale. You can sell to other players or just sell to the merchant. And you can sell like 125 items to the merchant. And when you're logged off, if any of them sell, then you come back and you get the money. But yeah, it's a small amount of money. So far the quests give a lot more money. So I've got some good cash on me, but I didn't feel like wasting it on buying newbie gear and everything else. I've just suffered through everything. Well, I just go ahead and do the dying thing. There we go. And then you get a map. These are like resurrection locations. This is actually where I was trying to get to. I forgot to do a character creation for the game, so I'm going to do that now. I showed you off part of it earlier. So let's start. The game was made in 2004, so it's just don't expect anything revolutionary. It's just to have let's look at the face. To have this many sliders on a 2004 game was average. Actually, this was like the most. This was amazing. So, nose length, little details. Let's see if we can't change that. Mouth. It's the typical. Where do you want the nose? Where do you want the eyes? Make them as creepy as possible. Unibrow. Chin. Where's the mouth? Oh, mouth. Mouth level. There we go. So, it's what you expect, just for a early 2000 game, so. It's a Wolverine kitty. There you go. Get some Dragon Ball Z going, too. Who needs the Wolverine when you can just outdo it? What is that, G-Force look? Alright, what else we got? More Dragon Ball Z. And, this is dopey looking. But you get the idea. So it's simple, it's straightforward. Don't expect much out of a 2004 game. Yes, that makes it about 12 years old. It's been bought and sold a few times to get where it is, and the new owners just they're maintaining. They're really not upgrading. There's a lot to be desired. Anyways, it's oh, there we go. Magic, forage. I think I messed that up on my where is it? Magic. Yeah, it shows you what you start out with. No, that one's magic right there. Yeah, magic. Oh, you automatically start with something new. What'd I go with? Yeah, that's what I went with, accidentally. But anyways, you can buy all the skills. Like, each one is something you can buy with skill points. So that's about it. Character creation is meh. Let's get back. And this one I just find absolutely creepy. It's a little boy. Or, here we go. Or a little girl. It's, yeah, pedophile bait. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's, creepy. Let's see. Here we go. Showing action, moving and everything else. Creepy. So I wish they'd change the character or make it like more dwarf-like as opposed to more little girl-like. Disturbing. Alright, that's enough of this shit. I think I showed this off, but the creatures are just interesting. They put a lot of effort into the creatures. If, like, this writing creature, which is, I don't know. Look at his hands. It literally is hands. It's not hooves. You'll see he stands up or he does something. He's prehensile. And the trunk. So we'll catch him doing something here in a moment. Maybe the mounts don't do it. The wild ones do. But then you get your, I think it's like an earth or a planet creature. Kind of cool. Kind of gray alien creature. But these guys are, that's creepy. A lot of things in this game are actually quite creepy. I love the creativity. It's outside the box. Check out this guard here. What's up, Wolverine? I like the orange. Yeah. So, the world design, like the city is just way too open. Like you can see where the change of bitmaps are. But then again, this is a 2004 game. I'm going to say that a lot. So I mean, it's different. Like these are all little homes. They could double for like fat maggots. Not a racist comment. The world does feel full. Like that's a player, which are very few in this game. So you're not going to be crowded. It's not going to be too busy, and it just feels like the whole game, everyone that plays is helping each other out. There's no, I've not seen any conflicts. Let's see. Oh, you can get that mask. Refugee. So that's another player. So it's just, but then again, there's not much. So you get people that look a lot alike. I like the masks on these guys. Pretty cool. But beyond that, it was like a great starting point, but they really didn't go beyond that because there was like one problem after another. So everything's spread out, and it's repeating over and over and over again. So it was a great starting point. Like that, I guess that's a pack animal and that's a ride animal, but you get the idea. So I mean, like, how many times do you have to see the same crate, the same bag, the same barrel? Like going through here, I'm sure I'm going to find a character that looks just like me. So, yeah, that's it for now. Let's talk about traveling. It is a bit of a pain in the ass. There are teleports, but because the world is so big, it's kind of meant, like, right here's a teleport, but I haven't found another location. So I really can't go anywhere. Look, more boxes and barrels. This is the festivity thing. It's just pictures of what other people have done. But yeah, it was meant to have a lot more players, so it was a lot bigger to handle it. But there's like 12 people playing, and that's me being sarcastic. But still, that's what it feels like. So these are little harvesting nodes. And the one thing that's odd I don't like is you've got, I do like the whole, you know, you can travel to a certain point. So you got level 5 creatures here. And then over here you have level 26. They're not hostile until you attack, and then they group up on you. So when you come off the starter island, you should be up to like at least 30 and a lot of different stats. Oh, this is what I was talking to you. The creature just comes up, and if it's not hostile, it just stays there. And just like, I'm ready to turn and fight if something comes up and does that to me. And it's not hostile. Like, here comes another. Like, what? What? Uh-huh. And if you fight one of them, the others will become hostile. But anyways, so there's a lot to fight. Plenty of things. Like, I'm level 33, I think, on fighting. And levels, what was it? It's a few levels lower. Let me find out real quick. Magic, here we go. I was like level 21. and I just stood up here and I started shooting these little guys. Level 5. It's a one-hit wonder. Let's see if I can do that right now. So there's plenty of them. Do your little magic. It helps if I choose the right magic thing. They're a one-hit wonder. And I basically sat here, got drunk, and spent my time killing these things. And leveled up quite a bit, just meh. And if you fight near the guards, they'll come running and help you, like, oh my god, he's under attack. I'm like, it's a level 5 monster, chill. So it's kind of rewarding to sit up here and just be drunk and be like one-hit wonder. Did this for a long time. Anyways, oversized gopher dipping. Alright, I'll get you in a bit. Oh, yeah, and eventually they start swarming around you, and you're like, hey, let me bless you. Oh, you are now blessed with... Oh, did that hurt? Come on, it's a blessing. You don't have to pay taxes anymore. Blessing. Yeah, I put him to sleep. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He'll respond. Like I said, creatures are weird. Like, this is a plant. Look at that. Ew, everyone has to throw something penis-like into a game. It's almost mandatory. Penis creature. Go! So, anyways. Great environment. Love it. It feels full. It feels alive. I wish the music was better. The music's good, but it just like the ambiance sucks. So painful I turned it off. But that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Real quick, I want to show you the environment. So, you've got thunderstorm going on. It's not raining yet, but they really put in a lot of effort. Got a little lightning strike going on. So I do like the environment. I just wish there was more to this game. And that's it. So that's my little review and what I've been doing. So hopefully this has been enjoyable. And that's it. I'll catch you later. Thank you.